Okay, so the last time I released a video on um, self respect, and I was talking about how it's important to be water to somebody's rock. And a lot of my girlfriends just reached out to me and said, but my guy, he has walked away from me, and he's like not talking to me. And even though I said in the video that I am no expert in romantic relationships, but then they did tell me that the rules are pretty much the same. And if they're telling me that the rules are pretty much the same, I'm going to be taking them for their word because they know better than me. So okay, maybe rules are pretty much the same. So I'm gonna be making this video for them, for my girls, and so so if the rules are pretty much the same for a romantic relationships or other relationships, and if your contention is that okay, your guy walked away from the relationship, the first thing that I need you to do, because I can remember like four friends at least who said that, and I know that there may be more people than that who watched the video and felt the same things, even though they didn't say that to me. And for other people, consider it part two, okay, of self respect uncovered. Um, okay, I'm gonna be saying something. Um, if your person walked away from you, okay, and now you don't know if it's temporary, you don't know if it's permanent, or probably they've announced that it is permanent, that they are in fact not coming back, and you need to marry somebody else, that they won't. And in case the relationships are not romantic, they're just telling you that you don't hold the same level of importance. Either they're saying that vocally, or they're just proving that in their actions, and they walk away. The first thing that I want you to do, and not even to do, to feel, is to get off from the victim mindset. The mindset that says that person is powerful, I am powerless. I am at the mercy of that person to make me feel happy. Sure, they made you feel happy. Sure, you have to confront them. In fact, I would say some amount of pushback or confrontation is necessary. You have to tell them what you're feeling, because a healthy relationship is all about telling the other person how you feel. Now, they might be acting in unhealthy ways, but that doesn't mean that you have to act in unhealthy ways too. Two wrongs never make a right. So, if you've given that pushback, if you have fought with them, if you've told them that what they're doing is unacceptable, that's a lovely thing to do. And that doesn't mean that you're in a victim mindset. That, in fact, means that you are powerful enough to speak your truth out, even though it may be an embarrassing thing for a lot of people to do. That shows that you're a very confident and powerful woman or man. So, but if you've not done that, and if you're watching this video and you're wondering that, hey, they've walked away, the first thing I want you to do is get out of the victim mindset and think of them as the victim. Instead of instead of judging them for doing this to you, feel pity on them, because that's the truth. I'm not just saying that you can't see it now because you're clouded with emotions and a feeling of loss or betrayal or uncertainty. You're clouded now. But once you start seeing clearly, once you take the rose tinted glasses off of your eyes and you start seeing the person for what they are, you will stop judging them and you will genuinely start feeling pity for them. Because when a person walks away, you are dealing with a person who has walked away from you. So you are dealing with a person who does not know how to properly communicate what he or she feels. You are dealing with a person who is avoiding confrontation, who is avoiding feeling what they are feeling. They don't want to feel certain things. You are dealing with a person who is emotionally immature, who is emotionally unavailable, even if it's just for you, even if they are available to other people as they please, but to you they're not. So the fact remains that you're dealing with an emotionally unavailable person. You are dealing with somebody who does not know how to put in the hard work for a healthy and long lasting relationships by having difficult conversations. Or you're dealing with someone who knows how to do that but does not want to do it for you. And why don't they want to do it for you? They don't want to do it for you because it's difficult for them. They are having a hard time. They don't know. They don't know how to do it. So you should feel sad for them. You should feel sorry for them. And if you truly believe that you deserve a communication, that you've not done something bad, and they're still behaving like that, then you should feel extra sorry for them for their lack of judgment. They lack judgment. They don't judge, that they haven't judged you well. They look at you and they think of you as someone you are not. You know that you deserve to feel loved by them. You have done everything right. You feel the right things for them, and they cannot see that. It's a sad state to be in. You have to feel pity for them. There's So you're not the victim. They are victim to their own behaviors. That is, in fact, the truth. I'm not lying. Tell me that I'm lying. I'm not. That's the truth. And all this while, you just like to give all your power away and call yourself the victim. Don't do that. You are a powerful person, and nobody can take your power away from you. They are the victims because they lack the judgment to understand who is coming from a pure, loving, gentle, kind, sweet, unconditional, emotionally healthy place and who is coming from an emotionally unhealthy place. They don't know how to make that distinction. They don't know how to give love to the people who deserve love in their life. They don't know how to do that. They are poor in their judgment skills. They are the victim, not you. So, first of all, take your victim, and if you're thinking about the problem, if you're thinking about what can be done, if you have confronted them, you are the solution seeker. They are the problem creators. So, who is more powerful, the one who seeks the solution or the one who creates the problem? The one who seeks the solution, you know? So, you are not a victim. You are far from being a victim. That's the truth. I just need you to see it. So that's the first thing that you can do. And the second thing that you can do is, when I meant water keep flowing, I didn't mean keep bombarding them and keep smothering them. I meant do what you need to do to get your relationship up and running if you believe that your relationship deserves a chance. Now, that could be replicating their behavior. That is also flowing. I didn't mean flow all your love on them. That could be, you could go radio silent. You could do anything. That's also water. So probably I didn't explain that well enough. But I'm saying when you leave things unattended, they return to their natural state. Sometimes it's your own intervention. I'm not blaming you for something. If anything, they are the ones who are emotionally immature. They don't even know how to put words to their thoughts. They don't even know how to confront you. All they know is to avoid. An emotionally mature person doesn't do that. In all honesty, we need people who can be honest with us. We need people who can see us for the good persons that we are. We need people who can embrace our flaws. We need people who can hold our hands, look into our eyes, and say, you have nothing to be afraid of. I might be angry with you, but I'm always there for you. Those are the kind of people, that's the quality that we seek. That's the quality that we are. And instead of offering that, if they're running away, avoiding you, of course, they are definitely wrong. So I'm not putting the blame on you for any of this, not even 1%. But I'm saying if you act like a victim, if you act like things are not in your control, then you are fooling yourself. Things are in your control. You are in a position of power, believe it or not. Now, you might want to shirk off that power, say that the other person has all the control because they are not talking and you want to talk and you want to mend things between the two of you and they don't want to. You can say all that and shrug off your responsibilities, or be man enough or be woman enough to do whatever needs to be done. And of course, in legal limits and in healthy emotional limits, you don't have to do something crazy, but do whatever needs to be done because it's your life, these are your relationships, and people make terrible mistakes, man. People make terrible, terrible mistakes. But are they not human beings? Of course, they are. So, are you saying that you will never make a mistake? You will, at some point, even you will. Take away your ego, forgive them, but do what is necessary to protect your pride and to protect the relationship. Okay? So, and in the longer run, uh, the truth is, I'm not one of those who will say, okay, let them go, accept the truth, accept things as they are, blah, 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 victim mindset. I cannot change things written on their foreheads. No, that's not me. I do change things. I have changed things in the past. I will change things in the future. And I want every girl out there to be like me. Because with this mindset, we do drive change in a positive way, in a way that we want it to be. And this is not controlling. It's normal, it's emotional. If we are emotional beings, it's not a switch that you can turn on and off. If you have loved someone, and I'm not even talking about relationships which are romantic because I have not experienced them, but I'm talking about love in general. Even a friend, you cannot forget a friend who is a 5-year-old friend. You just can't. And if the other person can, oh my god, they are the victims. They don't know how to not drop off a relationship after holding it for 5 years. It's so sad that they are that way. Feel pity for them. It is sad. No one should be like that. So, who should be feeling like a victim? They should be. And the opposite is unfortunately, ironically happening. So, take back your power, do what needs to be done. And I'm not going to be saying give up hope, accept things as they are. You know why? Because the truth is, if they are the same person, broadly the same person, everyone changes, everyone goes through changes. But if they are broadly the same person that they were, and if you are broadly the same person that you were, and if you could once attract them to you, the truth is you can still attract them to you. Definitely, there are certain things that have gone off in the relationship and in the dynamics that you both share. And either you know those things, if you know those things, great, work on them. You're probably being a very jealous and possessive girlfriend. You're probably bothering them with a lot of your text messages and phone calls. You're probably showing them that you are short tempered and you yell and that they cannot have a peaceful life with you. Or you're probably turning their loved ones against them, or there's somebody else who is doing something wrong and being a third party and trying to talk them out of the relationship. Or you probably know the reason. If you do, great, solve it. But if you don't know the reason, then instead of saying that person will behave how they will and there's nothing I can do, say I am yet to figure out the reason, but I am a very intelligent person. I am extraordinarily intelligent. I have it in me to understand human behavior and psychology. If I don't have it in me to understand human behavior and psychology, I will go to the ends of the earth, read books, talk to people, and gain and develop the knowledge that I lack now. And I will find out the truth. I am not able to find out the truth now, but I will someday. That truth could be anything. Maybe they fell for some other girl. Maybe you'll find that out. Or maybe there's a third person out there who is doing it, trying to split the two of you. Maybe you'll find it out. Maybe they just lost attraction for you. Maybe, but you'll find out why. Is it because you've been too available for them? You'll find out. If you think you are anywhere near as intelligent as 10%, I'm not even saying 100% intelligent. If you think you are an intelligent girl, if you think, then you will definitely find out, with or without that other person's assistance, you will get what you want. You will find it out. Have that faith. So instead of saying that person walked away, say, okay, they did, but I'm gonna find it out because I always do. That's me. Okay. And if you lose interest in them, and if you are like, okay, I don't want to find out, then you may come to a point where you might just not want to do the effort. Then don't, just do what makes you feel happy. But the bottom line is, never doubt that you are the one in this relationship who is more powerful. It's not them. What kind of power are they exuding by avoiding you? And what kind of power are you exuding by trying to confront? You tell me, who is more powerful, the person who tries to confront or the person who tries to avoid? The police officer who tries to catch or the thief that tries to run? You tell me, who is more powerful? You know you're more powerful. You're not ready to accept that, because if you accept that, then you will have to take responsibility for whatever is happening between the two of you that you don't want to take. You will have to go through the headache of spending hours and hours trying to figure out why without that other person's assistance, because now you know that you can figure out. Did you ever buy books? Did you ever go to the library section? Did you go to psychology section? Did you go to narcissistic mentality section? And there are thousands of books out there who are only talking about why people ignore you, why people avoid you, why people give you the silent treatment, why people break up with you, why people don't want to see you again, what happened, why do there are thousands of books out there with very, very detailed chapters on the mentality and the psychology behind why people do that. You don't need that person to tell you why. Go read those books. Buy those cheap books. They're not pricey, they're very cheap. Buy them, read them if you are that interested in getting the person back. Read them. And you probably already have the person, because, like I said, if they can feel attracted to you once and they are the same person that they were, you are the same person, chances are 99.99%, if you fix your problem, they'll be attracted to you stronger than ever. Again. So be strong headed, don't be a victim, don't give up, not in your professional pursuits and not in your personal pursuits. Do move mountains, if you please. Move mountains. But you absolutely deserve the love that you feel you need. You absolutely deserve it from the people you feel you need. And you have to absolutely do especially if you once had it. You have to keep going. I'm not going to be one of those who are going to tell you stop trying. It's your life, these are your relationships, and sometimes people make terrible mistakes. You can make those mistakes too. Forgive people, figure out the root cause of your problem. I wish you all the very best. I give you a very big hug. But don't consider yourselves a victim, because you are not. If anybody is the victim, it's the other person. And unfortunately, they don't even know it. They think you're the victim. Aww. Ciao, ciao.